Hey Toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another Marvel Legends review for you guys here today. And today we're looking at a figure that everyone else reviewed about 2 months ago. You guessed it, we've got the Civil War Black Panther figure, part of the second wave of Captain America Legends released in 2016. Now because it's taken me so long to finally get my hands on this figure, it's only just now showing up at retail in the Midwest. I had planned to just silently pick him up and just kick back and wait for that amazing wave of X-Men Legends to finally ship to my home. But since they're not here yet, and since some of you asked me on social media to review this figure anyway, I'll go ahead and oblige. As you can see here, we do have the standard Legends window box packaging. It does have the new Legends series logo at the top, and at the bottom it does announce this is a Captain America Civil War figure. This is different from other figures in the way that just say Captain America, like Nick Fury here. And the window box display does fully showcase the figure inside, as well as his accessory and his Build-A-Figure piece. Flipping this package around, we do have the Marvel Legends logo in the upper left, and a bio for the movie Black Panther in the upper right. Coming down the package, we do have a large image of the figure encased inside. Then towards the bottom, we do have a complete lineup of all the figures available in this Build-A-Figure Giant Man wave. We've got Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, and then comic book versions of Nuke, Nick Fury, and Red Guardian. Alright guys, that's the packaging. What say we get this Civil War standout out of the box and see what he's all about. Alright, Toy fans, here we have the MCU Black Panther out of the packaging, and this figure looks pretty amazing. But it's also pretty obvious that Hasbro must have had access to the 3D model of the character that was used in the fight scenes in the movies, because the level of texture detail on this figure is just basically better than anything we normally get on a Hasbro Marvel Legends figure. If you look really close, and these patches that seem to be plain, there's actually a textured detail to every one of those little bits of plastic. So this is obviously a 3D scan, but it's a really good 3D scan of the costume that they used in the movie, now in plastic action figure form. It'd be great to see this sort of detail with all Hasbro Marvel Legends figures, but if we just get them with the MCU figures, I'm okay with it, because at least we're getting some super amazingly detailed or sculpted figures every couple of months or so when a new movie comes out. But I'm a big fan of this Black Panther figure. The head sculpt looks amazing. The paintwork is very clean on this figure. They've actually given him a separate piece for the necklace around his neck. It's non-removable, but it's attached to the figure, and it is a separate piece, which makes it work better, I think, than were it to be sculpted detail and painted silver. I love the piercing white eyes on this figure. Coming down the figure, we have more of this amazing sculpted detail. We have paintwork this time on the arms for the vibranium talons that are around the arm of the figure. We have silver paint on the fingers and on the knuckles. Silver paint on the waist. Coming down the rest of the figure, it's basically black until we get to the actual shoes that have a little bit more vibranium highlighting. But really, this is just an incredible looking figure. I cannot say enough nice stuff about this, so I'm just going to move on before I continue to ramble and repeat myself. Black Panther only has one accessory, or in this case, an interchangeable head. And I do think that this is a very nice sculpt and likeness to actor Chadwick Boseman. Very cool looking head sculpt. All the paint appears to be clean. Typically with hair that's really short like this, we'll see flesh kind of creeping up over the hairline, but really this head's been painted pretty well. There's a little bit of mist paint, I guess, on the side there, but overall I'm very, very pleased with how this looks. The eyes are straight, the eyebrows are painted on very cleanly, and overall it's just a really nice sculpt. Now, switching it out with the Black Panther is not difficult at all. Just pull off the Black Panther head, there's a nice ball peg joint. Put on the Chadwick Boseman head, and now we have T'Challa unmasked. A great, great looking figure. Very, very happy. Moving on to articulation, there's one thing I want to address that I heard about with this figure before I got him, but now that I have him in hand, it doesn't seem to be a problem for me. A lot of people were complaining online that his arms don't go down all the way, and you know, I suppose they could be closer to the body, but I really don't have a problem with the way the arms rest at the side of this Black Panther figure, so I'm not disappointed by that. Maybe my figure is different, maybe I've got to check another review or something, but really, it doesn't seem that bad to me. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But, articulation-wise, its head will look back very far, which is perfect for pouncing poses. Looks down very far, rotates all the way around. His shoulder joint will rotate all the way around. It does have a hinge in the shoulder to bend out and up from the body, only about that far. You can rotate it, of course, to get it up higher if you want to, but it does get a little bit stuck in the joint, and it seems to be based on the actual sculpt detail of the shoulder that's preventing that. Upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, the wrist will rotate all the way around and bend back that far and down that far. Same articulation here on the other side. There's a very nice ab crunch. He can get down pretty far, which is great when he can look forward so far. He can bend back pretty far as well too. His leg will move forward this far, move back about that far, out from the body only about that far, full waist swivel, swivel at the upper leg, double jointed knees, and then he's got a foot that'll bend forward pretty far, back pretty far, and he's got that amazing ankle pivot that all these Hasbro Marvel Legends figures have had lately. I'm really impressed with the articulation on this figure, and I dare say this is an example of perfect execution with regard to how joints should move on Marvel Legends figures. Please, Hasbro, I'll take another. Height-wise, Black Panther does come in just shy of 6.5 inches tall. Now, unfortunately, I no longer own the Toy Biz Black Panther, and Hasbro made it impossible to get the Rocket Raccoon Wave version, so here he is compared to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in action figure form. And finally, here he is compared to the 6-inch scale Marvel Legends Infinite Series Wolverine.
You know, Bob, if our universes were joined, you could have been fake married to Halle Berry.
I'd rather choose Alexandra Shipp.
Yeah, I get that. Plus, Barry's already played Black Panther.
Forgive me, but I think you mean Catwoman.
Ah, whatever, I didn't see it.
Alright, Toy fans, well, that's my review of the Marvel Legends Captain America Civil War Wave MCU Black Panther figure released by Hasbro in 2016. Overall, this is a truly phenomenal figure. It's got excellent sculpting, the paintwork is really clean, the range of articulation is just pitch perfect. Now, ultimately, your enjoyment of this figure will depend on your enjoyment of the movie Captain America Civil War and the way that Black Panther was portrayed in that film. Personally, I thought Black Panther was the scene stealer, even with all of the hype Spider-Man received. Ultimately, if you pulled all the Spider-Man scenes out of Captain America Civil War, you'd still have the exact same movie. But Black Panther had a fabulous introduction to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he was important to the storyline, and he was very well characterized, and this is a great representation of that character from that movie. So for my money, this is definitely a figure you want to pick up. Well, thanks for watching this review, Toy fans. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys can always keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram at D21Beast, and I'll see you guys next time.